Hello YouTube and welcome to Shorty88's Racing Car Collectible Review Show. Unlike other review shows that are currently on YouTube, I will not be focusing solely on the paint scheme or the sponsorship layout of the car. I will be trying to focus on those items along with the historical ramifications of that particular car. I will also only be doing 1/64 scale cars because those are the cars I enjoy. So to start off today, being a Dale Earnhardt Jr fan, I'm going to start off with the Dark Knight Rises 4-car box set. This was a box set that was put out in conjunction between Lionel, Warner Brothers, and NASCAR to commemorate the Dark Knight Rises series. This car, or this set, was significant to Dale Earnhardt Jr fans because this was the paint scheme that he drove during the June 17th Michigan race, which he in fact won. That was his first point win since 2008, basically 143 races, making it a highly significant race for Dale Jr., seeing the length of time it had been since he had won a points race. So now let's take a break and go watch a little bit of that race.
Third lap he has led as we get 2 to go in the Quicken Loans 400. You're on board with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Look at how that steering wheel, how steady that is. Yeah. Coming to the white, he just needs to get back to this.
And then it won't matter if we get a caution because the green-white checker situation will be out the window once Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets the white flag. And he sees it right now.
There you go, buddy, white flag.
2 more miles to victory for Dale Earnhardt Jr. as the crowd stands and cheers here at Michigan.
Oh my God, I wish people at home could be here to see these people in the grandstands and to hear them. We're up here in the TV booth and you can hear these people.
Junior down the back straightaway and into turn 3 for the final time. There is going to be a party in Junior Nation tonight.
Pretty bad win is one. Hell yeah.
The streak is over. Dale Earnhardt Jr. back to victory lane in Michigan.
Dang. I don't want to say. Yeah, I double-checked it wasn't the 500. We really won it. All right. Hey, good job, man. I know you guys have been waiting on that one. I know I have.
See that monkey fly off his back when he took the checker flag?
Yeah, you know, but I think his voice said it all when he said, I really don't know what to say. After all that time, listen to the crowd. After all that time, he expected it. And I think that said it all.
He hadn't been able to celebrate in a while. He's going to make this one last. Burn it down, Dale Jr. After 143 races without a win, he's making the donuts on the front straightaway. Popular win for the driver, and I'm sure the crew chief is smiling as well. Let's check in downstairs.
Emotional. When you think about the emotion, is it all the work that went into it that makes you emotional?
Yeah, a lot of close calls, a lot of seconds. Good to finally win one. Now this one's off our back. Looking forward to the chase.
You weren't planning on using that engine again, were you?
No, I can't thank Hendrick Engines enough. We ran way over our limit in practice. And man, that was 200 beautiful laps. Their engines are unbelievable.
How happy are you for him?
I can't say enough. He's done everything I've asked him to do. I know he's taken a lot of criticism in his career, but I've never seen 1 ounce of criticism he deserves from me. He's driven the wheels off at every lap, and it's just been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Other days you wondered if this would ever happen?
Yeah, I'm sure there was, but these guys kept my heads up. My wife, my family, Mr. Hendrick, they always keep you pointed in the right direction.
I believe we're about to have a celebration, Adam. What do you think?
I think it's on, Marty. It is well underway in the grandstand. And when Dale Earnhardt Jr. And here he comes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. It was nice to see Dale Jr. finally get a win after that long drought of races. And it was very cool to see how excited the other race car drivers were and the crew chiefs and the fans to see Dale finally get over the hump and finally win another points race. In front of me, we have the car that he drove during that race. It was announced in May of 2012 that Dale Jr. would run a special paint scheme to promote the Warner Brothers movie The Dark Knight Rises. Voting began on the 12th of May via the Do Crew website. And then on the 26th of May, it was announced that this particular paint scheme had won the competition. There were a total of 4 paint schemes up for the competition, and I will cover all 4. But I'll cover the winning one first. As you can see, it has the primary Dale Jr. sponsors, Diet Mountain Dew. The Pepsi Cola Company has been working with Dale Jr. since 2008, whether it be Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, or the Amp Energy brand. You also have National Guard, which has been with Dale Jr. since 2008. Both those sponsors got with Dale Jr. after he moved to Hendricks Motorsports when it was determined that Budweiser, due to contractual issues, was not able to follow Dale to Hendricks. Looking at the front of the car, you have the Dark Knight Rises Batman shield with the Dark Knight Rises text above the shield. You also have a smaller lime green 88 on the headlight. On this side, again, you have the Diet Mountain Dew and National Guard sponsors. You have the lime green 88 with the image of Batman. Batman was played by Christian Bale. On the top, you have the larger lime green 88. And then on the back, on the deck lid, you have the National Guard image along with the Do Crew Rises written across the back bumper above the Chevrolet symbol. Just to go over some of the secondary sponsors that are on the Dale Earnhardt Dark Knight Rises car. As I mentioned, Diet Mountain Dew, National Guard are the primary sponsors. Then you have Jegs Motor Parts, 3M, USG Corporation. If people do not know, this is the United States Gypsum Corp. They make a lot of drywall and joint compound. You have the Mechanics Wear, Holly Performance Products. They make high performance carburetors, fuel injection systems, fuel pumps. You have Mail. This is an automotive parts manufacturer based in Stuttgart, Germany. This is one of the 30 largest automotive parts suppliers in the world. You have Maag. They make high performance steering and suspension parts. You have Edelbrock. They make high performance auto parts. You have American Ethanol. If you look on the car, you can see the American Ethanol symbol. You have Camp Cams. They make high performance valve train parts. You have Quaker State, and you have Mag Tools. You also have a series of tertiary sponsors next to the window, but I will not cover those. Now I will cover the 3 cars that did not win the competition. The first car I'm going to cover is the car that's closest in look to the car that ultimately won the competition. The only difference is on the left and right quarter panel. Instead of the image of Bane and Batman, you will see a small Batman shield image. The car looks like the winning car in every way, shape, or form, whether it be from the right side, left side, from the front, and from the back. Only differences, as I mentioned, was the Batman shield, vice the images of Batman and Bane. Next, I'll look at what I think is probably the worst of the looking of the cars. And this car is different from the winning car only in the fact that it has the image of Batman on the hood and the Batman shield symbol on the right and left side quarter panel. And then once again, the Duke Rises on the back of the car. Now the last of the cars that I'll review is probably the most different of all the cars. This is the Bane car. Now this car is metallic silver in color, and you can see the Diet Mountain Dew, the National Guard, and the Quaker State symbols. You can also see that instead of any other type of Batman related images, it has the silver looking mountains protruding from the bottom of the car. On the hood, it has the image of Bane with the Dark Knight Rises text above the image of Bane. On the other side, the left and right side look exactly the same. Once again, with the silver mountains protruding from the bottom. You have the lime green 88 on the top, the National Guard on the deck lid, and the Duke Rises on the back. This car is the most dramatically different of the 3 cars, but ultimately did not win the competition. Now, all in all, taking everything into account, this paint scheme is not a bad paint scheme, the winning paint scheme. I would probably give it 7 Dale Earnhardt out of 10, because the winning paint scheme is a lot better paint scheme for a one-off car than I would have to say the Man of Steel paint scheme that he ran during this year's NASCAR season. The only thing that's kind of sad is, even though Dale Earnhardt Jr. broke his long drought of winlessness with this paint scheme, this did not propel him into a better situation during the 2012 season. Ultimately, he ended up 12th in points at the end of the year. He did make the chase. He had 1 win, 1 pole. That pole was from the Richmond night race, and he ended with 10 top 5 finishes. The worst period, though, was in October, when it was announced that Dale Earnhardt Jr. would have to step out of the car for 2 races and miss the Bank of America 500 in Charlotte, and the Hollywood Casino 400 in Kansas after suffering what was later found out to be the second concussion after the race in Talladega. The first concussion being a wicked lick that he took in Kansas on August 29th during a tire test. While Dale stepped out of the car, Regan Smith stepped in the car, and this subsequently ended any realistic chance that Dale Earnhardt Jr. had to compete during the chase. And I'd like to say please subscribe to my channel, leave comments, leave reviews, leave any constructive criticism that you have to make these reviews better, anything I can work on, and we'll go from there. Talk to you later, YouTube.